Let's talk about that feeling. You know the one, where it feels like the whole world is spinning just a little too fast. From the second you wake up, it's like you're caught in this current of to do lists, notifications, and this constant nagging pressure to just be productive. It really is like being caught in a straitjacket of busyness.
Seriously, does it ever feel like you're running a race you never even signed up for? If you've ever felt overwhelmed, just completely exhausted or out of breath trying to keep up, well, you are definitely not alone. And that feeling, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
And this right here is the heart of the problem, isn't it? Our culture basically worships the grind. Being busy has become this weird badge of honor, and taking a break, that often comes with a huge side of guilt. We're taught to just push harder, do more, and that rest is some kind of weakness. But what if that whole idea is just wrong?
So let's explore that. Let's look at this whole thing from a different angle. We're going to reframe a concept you might have heard of and see it not as giving up, but as a really powerful way to take back some control.
The term is lying flat. Now, I know, it might sound a bit negative, but we're totally redefining it here. Think of it less as surrender and more like a strategic, gentle pause. It's you consciously deciding to stop, take a breath, and give yourself the space for some really crucial inner repair and a deep, much needed awakening.
And this contrast is everything. On one hand, you've got the way society sees it, that pausing is just escaping your problems, it's lazy, it's irresponsible. But on the other hand, you see what it can actually be. A smart pause, a time for inner repair, a moment for a deep awakening. It's a huge shift from judging yourself to showing yourself some compassion.
Okay, so let's get into how this all plays out physically, because this isn't just some vague idea. Your body has been desperately asking for this pause too. Just imagine your body and your mind have an internal battery, kind of like your phone. For way too long, it's probably been running on low, with constant stress notifications draining its power. Chronic stress is that constant drain, and it's pulling power faster than you can ever hope to recharge. So when you're always stressed, your body is literally stuck in battle-ready mode. Your stress hormones are spiking all over the place, which messes with your sleep and weakens your immune system. Your heart is completely overworked, like it's running a marathon that never, ever ends. Even your digestion slows down, because your body is busy sending all its energy to fight a threat that isn't really there. But the very second you press that gentle pause button, something pretty amazing happens. You finally activate your body's own healing system. Your heart rate can gently slow down, giving it a chance to recover. Your immune system can actually get to work repairing all that daily wear and tear. And your brain? It gets to do a deep clean, clearing out all the mental junk. See? This isn't laziness, it's essential maintenance. All right, so we've covered the body, but what about the mind? A pause isn't just about giving your body a rest, it's about recalibrating your inner compass. And that brings us to a huge question. So much of the exhaustion we feel comes from chasing a version of success that isn't even ours. Maybe it's what our parents wanted for us, or what society expects, or just what we see all over social media. You have to ask, are you actually steering your own ship, or did you let someone else program your GPS? That gentle pause, that act of lying flat, what it does is it creates this quiet little sanctuary for yourself. And it's in that quiet space that you can start to peel back all those layers of what other people expect from you and finally reconnect with what you truly want, what actually brings you joy. It's like coming back home to yourself. And a big part of this comes down to learning the power of a gentle no, saying no to overcommitting so you can actually focus on what makes you shine. Saying no to the constant digital noise so you can protect your focus and your mental space. And maybe the hardest one, saying no to the chains of perfection. You know, just embracing good enough is one of the most freeing things you can do. Now, this temporary pause is incredibly powerful, but it's not the final destination. The real goal is to take this wisdom and build it into a lifestyle that you can actually sustain. So let's see how that works.
You can think of it as a journey. You start at burnout, right? Feeling totally exhausted and overwhelmed. Then you take that conscious, gentle pause. You lie flat for a bit to rest and recover, but you don't stay there. That pause gives you the clarity and the energy to move into the final stage, slow living, a new sustainable way of life that's all about gentle, consistent progress.
But let's be super clear about what deep rest actually is. It is not mindlessly scrolling on your phone. That just keeps your brain wired. True rest is active. It's intentional. It's doing mindful things like really savoring a meal without distractions. It's active recovery, like some gentle stretching or meditation. And, this is a big one, it's treating sleep like a sacred, non-negotiable appointment with yourself every single night.
And when you start living like this, it completely changes how you see progress. You realize real growth isn't some sprint. It's not about who runs the fastest. It's about who can walk steadily for the longest time. It's about sustainability over a speed that just burns you out.
So, if you take anything away from this, remember this thought. A temporary pause is for a longer, more gentle stand. Giving yourself permission to stop is not weakness. It is a powerful, strategic act of self-preservation. It's that moment you take to refuel, to recalibrate, and to heal so that you can rise again, not with frantic energy, but with a steady, gentle, and sustainable strength.